What's going on, everybody? We're back. Injury update for you all. So last week I posted a video talking about how I had kind of trained myself into oblivion and then played a tournament and basically ejected because I had pushed myself a little too hard. Well, ended up having to take 6 days off from swinging entirely. Went to physio. My entire left side had basically just like seized up and was very angry with me. So was able to get some work done. Now we're back to being able to swing. I can swing basically up to a 7-iron right now. Anything beyond that just puts too much strain on the body. But it has been a very interesting exercise because it has forced me to swing a lot slower and be a lot more patient with my technique. And so the range sessions, I'll show you some swings here, have actually been like sneaky very good. And you know, we're 60 days in now to the rebuild. And I know the results have not been ideal, but I think what's coming once I come out of this is going to be super sick because the swings are in line with where the vision was. So I don't know, it's weird. Like this injury is, I think, going to be a blessing in disguise because it's forced another reset and it's forced me to kind of take stock of a couple things and adjust some of my training methods, which I'll get into. But the swing itself, I actually think is trending in the right direction. With that, I'm going to flip to a 9-iron I just hit. And here, I'll show you, this is where it ended up, which is pretty dope. But I'll flip to the 9-iron I hit, and then you guys can come play the rest of the holes with me. So one of the big things I have to make some adjustments to is I'm gonna adjust some of my training a little bit because I think I might be overtraining, but two, I think there are some imbalances that have developed just from now doing, years of this, right? I started this in January 2020 when I was basically living a very sedentary lifestyle of being a music producer. So, sitting all day and not moving my body. I went from that to turning left hundreds of times a day, swinging hard. And some of that has been very good for my health and well-being. But I think some of that has caught up to me a little bit. And I think there are just some underlying things that need to be addressed. But first, let's make this putt. Come on, let's go. Oh, this putter is so good. This putter is so good. It is so cheap, and it is so good. I have another video coming. I don't even know if I should post the video, to be honest, because it's this against another like $500 putter. And like, I just know this is gonna win. So what am I doing? I don't know. Let me know. Do you wanna see this versus another expensive putter? Let me know in the comments. So I'll be doing a TPI assessment and I'll film that for you guys so you guys can see, and gonna be adjusting my training plan. And then I think I gotta restructure how I do my days, because from journaling all of my practice over the past little bit, I realized in the winter, I kind of peak every year between like January and like beginning of March. There's like a sweet spot where like my game always hits like a very good stride. And I think part of it is that there's only like so many hours in the day I can maximize with the weather. And then when the weather starts to get really nice, I start maximizing too much of the day. And I think I'm out here too much and I'm like getting too many reps in. Like even right now, I've hit like 65 balls. I've played it's gonna be 9 holes by the time I'm done. I could totally keep going for another 2-3 hours, but I think for the sake of my body, I need to stop. And I think there are times where like I've already done 5 hours and I do 7. And it's like, well, let's just like tone it back a little bit. So I think there's a little bit of moderation I have to add into this. And some of the moderation I think will be maybe adding in more strength and flexibility time as opposed to just straight up reps. So it's, not necessarily doing less. It's just, maybe I don't need to hit as many balls or play as many holes as I'm playing. Maybe it's about being really targeted with that time and then using the other time for recovery and strength building and flexibility training and some of those elements. All right, we got 131. The problem is I really like training like I like all the practice. Like I love all the practice. So finding that balance is going to be interesting. All right, 131. Turn just a little. Keep turning. I did. Just caught a piece. Oh, it's a little sore. Like after every swing, it's just like, oh, it's like right here, and then like the hips, because, oh man, this physio guy, Raj, unreal. But he beat the shit out of me. And he hit parts of my left hip that I didn't even know existed. But as a result now, I feel like I have more mobility, but at the same time, when I like come all the way through on the hips, it's like the hips are open, but I'm still pulling here, and it's like, oh, it's a lot. And you know what? I feel very optimistic about the swing, believe it or not. You know, I was talking to my buddy Dave, who does the podcast with me, and we both feel like, you know, the improvements I've made in the last 2 months have been very significant and very drastic. And though I'm not seeing the scoring results, I just don't feel like I'm on the wrong path. I need to keep going, and I'm in a transitionary period. I truly think like this path that I'm on is the better path. Like I am seeing tangible good things in the swing. I just don't think I've brought it all together. And I think where I ran into a bit of problems was I was trying to shoehorn it in too fast to try and see if I can get tournament ready so quickly. And as a result, I put my body into a blender. And I also, I think, put myself in some situations where I was kind of half-baked and putting a little too much pressure on some results. And it's just unnecessary right now. I think this is going to take its course the way it needs to be. I've got great guidance. I'm going to make a full video on the rebuild once we get to a more concrete place, because I don't want to speak on anything just yet because it's still in development. Like there's still evolutions, but I think, I don't know, comment what you guys see below, but I think from where my swing was to where it is now, just 60 days later, is pretty drastic. And I think another 60 days from now, it'll be just phenomenal. Go, 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 go. Oof. Bring the flag. I don't know why I put it this far over. Like, see, this putter's just so good. I think I finally found the putter. I don't think I need to like debate it anymore, which is great. So I'm capped at hitting up to a 7-iron right now. That's self-imposed simply because I can feel that if I try to swing any harder than that, I could potentially re-aggravate it, and I don't want to. So it's, you know, we're just gonna slowly work our way back up. I've been doing my rehab exercises, been doing my stretches, been doing all the protocols, heat, taking my vitamins, and just doing all the things to try and stay loose and stay limber. So that's been good. And I think this has just put a nice little focus on swinging slow and technique building. Sneakily, the wedges have become less garbage. I had like an aha moment like a day and a half ago and found something, I think, because again, I know the wedges were bad and the wedges have continued to be bad, but that is kind of a remnant of the previous swing. And one of you left a comment, and you left it on the last video too, and I apologize. I haven't addressed the comment. But I saw your comment on that you thought where my wedges were going was not the play. And I agree with you. And so I've made the changes to not do that. I just unfortunately have not been able to mesh the new wedge technique in properly to make it work in a game time setting. But I feel like a day ago, I finally got it where like I have the connection, I have the structure, I'm covering the ball with my chest the right way. It's tough to explain. I still don't 100% know what I'm doing, hence why I'm gonna talk you guys through the rebuild once I'm like a little more aware of exactly all the technical things I've accomplished, but that has 100% been a factor. And I appreciate your comment, and I appreciate how much you care, because you were right about the wedges, and I have since made the changes. All right, we have 144 into our last hole of the day. Let's put a nice swing on it. Oh man, you know what? It's like you're at a sore throat, and you just can't imagine ever not being thankful for being able to just like swallow without a sore throat. It's how I feel right now with this like left lat. It's like imagining a world where it didn't feel like somebody was trying to stab me every time I swing, you know? So I'm gonna be very thankful when I can finally swing again. But I'm thankful I can swing now. Pretty good. Might be a little short. Just a touch short. Oh, old man on that one. Oh. That's where I gotta listen to my body, and it's like, it is time to go home. Because normally I'd be like, that's fine. Just keep swinging. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. So anyway, this little insight as to the progression. Everything's fine. Some tournaments have had to be canceled because I just can't play right now. So we'll see. We'll see when we can like ramp things back up again. But in the meantime, I'm just looking forward to getting back here, having fun and enjoying the swing. And I think you guys are gonna see a lot more of that vibe. And I think maybe you're seeing a lot more in that in this video, maybe compared to other videos I've made. That the vibe is just happier, lighter, and more joyful. Well, I was talking about the wedges. If we're gonna do it, this is it. Not bad. Needed that to kick just a touch more. Let's make a putt. Let's make a putt. It's like right center. We'll play this right edge. Right edge. Come on. Let's go. Boom. Best putter in the game. The cheapo Clevelando. I love you. Well, that wraps up my practice. Thank you guys for joining me on my final 3 holes today. Hope you have a phenomenal day, and I will catch you on the next one.